his right, throws that way, and it's picked off at the 2. Oh no!
Las Vegas Raiders back on the strip for some Monday Night Football action. The natives are getting restless.
I'm tired of losing. Just keep it 100. I feel like every day I go in there and I work. So eventually something got to give.
Green Bay stopping in for a visit.
We're 2-2. I think there's just so much stuff that we can do better.
Packers fans feeling like Lennon was full of it. We need more than just love. We need first downs, and we need a Jedi to come in here and lay hands on our injured players.
Down goes Jordan Love.
Green Bay's O-line is beat up, and David Bakhtiari is on IR. So Rasheed Walker, who's subbing in, needs to play better than he did last week, and so do most of Green Bay's bigs. It was ugly week 4. Team went 3 for 11 on third down. Jordan Love took 5 sacks, pressured over 40% of the time, and Detroit barely blitzed him.
Love in trouble. Gotta get down. Sacked again.
Left guard Elton Jenkins could come back this week. Track it. Aiden Hutchinson was a problem for Green Bay all game long, so Mad Max might be a problem for them this week. Crosby took Justin Herbert down twice week 4. 4 bags for the year now.
Here they come. Down he goes. Crosby gets him again.
Packers run game, it's rested, I guess.
Don't start fast, and we kind of get behind. It's hard to run the ball.
12 attempts versus Detroit, only 2.3 a carry.
Love takes, hands to Dillon, hit the backfield, taken down for a loss. Aleem McNeil almost took the handoff himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something we gotta find out what we gotta do to get better at it.
Aaron Jones did return. They were careful with him. You'd expect them to turn him loose this week.
Jones trying to hit a home run on that run, wiped out of bounds, and takes a bunch of people on the sideline with him.
Packers passing attack comes in wobbly, but not without potential.
I thought Jordan did an outstanding job of throwing with pressure in his face all night.
The last 2 games have been a mixed bag for Love, very much tied to their O-line play. He got picked off twice versus Detroit, has had ratings in the 60s back-to-back games.
I think I just can be a lot better.
Love looking, steps up, throws late over the middle, and it is intercepted by the Lions. Second interception of the game for Jordan Love, and that should about do it.
I think there's a lot of plays we made out there that, we're just not quite hitting right now.
Still, Vegas isn't facing a schlub. Love threw for over 240 yards, a TD, and has looked plenty sharp in stretches. 3 pass plays of 24+ versus the Lions.
Lofton, left side, going up forward, and it is caught by Samari to Ray, and yes, a sensational catch.
If Jones is 100, he's a threat out of the backfield as a pass catcher. Wide receiver Christian Watson scored versus Detroit. That was his first game of the year.
To Love, fakes the handoff, throws to a wide open Christian Watson, left pylon of the end zone, touchdown.
Rookie slot wide receiver Jaden Reed had 55 yards last week. He's been relevant in all 4 of their games.
Love rainbowing right side, Jaden Reed over the shoulder catch inside the 10, down near the Lions 5-yard line.
Romeo Doubs almost 100 yards week 4, over 70 yards back-to-back games.
To Love, over the middle he goes, diving grab is made, beautiful sidearm throw right into the arms of a tumbling Romeo Doubs.
Tight end Luke Musgrave on the injury watch list. He left their game last week with a concussion. Raiders defense had one of its best showings week 4, held Justin Herbert to 167 yards, only 1 touchdown, a low 70s rate, and picked him off once.
Herbert flush to the right, eyes downfield, into the arms of an interception.
Overall, though, Vegas has allowed a rating near 110. To wide receivers specifically, a rating over 120, 6 touchdowns, only 1 pick against that position.
Justin Herbert going deep. He's looking for Palmer. He's got the ball, and that's the ball game.
Does any of that matter if Vegas can't score at least 20 points? They haven't yet in 2023.
Here comes Matt. Ball knocked away. That's a fumble. And it's recovered by Johnson. Another fumble by the rookie quarterback.
Their passing attack was led by AOC last week.
Made too many mistakes. Just didn't do enough at my position. Didn't do enough things right.
Aiden O'Connell battled. He did have them in a spot to tie the game, but no touchdowns, 1 pick, a low 70s rating against a pass defense that looked and smelled like Swiss cheese prior to that game.
It's 1st and goal. O'Connell. Intercepted. It's picked off. Asante Samuel.
One would assume Jimmy Garoppolo will be back. The black hole may not care anymore. Whoever it is will be looking Devontae Adams way plenty. 13 targets in a game he came out of hurt. 75 yards. We all know he's a beast.
4th and 10. O'Connell. And caught! Adams
Jacoby Myers is supposed to make a difference, not much of one last week. Josh Jacobs, due to the quarterback being a rook, was targeted 11 times in week 4, 8 catches, 81 yards.
Finds Jacobs at the 45, gets a block to midfield, 45 into Chargers territory, and he's got the first down at the 41-yard line.
Vegas's quarterback should be ready to be blitzed. Green Bay has done so over 40% of the time. They've been able to pressure the QB over 40% of the time because of it. Rashawn Gary, Carl Brooks, Kenny Clark, Devontae Wyatt all have 2 or more sacks each through 4 games.
Off play action deep drop. Looking around under pressure. He's hit and sacked. Carl Brooks arrives on the scene.
Packers defense is hoping to get some reinforcements this week. They went to battle without linebacker Devondre Campbell and cornerback Jair the Gritty King Slayer Alexander, both A-level talents. Jair versus Adams would be beefy. Even without Alexander, Green Bay played Jared Goff solid, held him to a mid-80s rate, picked him off. They've held quarterbacks to a sub-90 rate for the year, under 7 yards per attempt, so tough secondary so far.
The snap to Jared Goff, looks downfield, waits, flings it over the middle. Intercepted! And what a start for the Green Bay defense.
Getting Campbell back would make things tougher on Jacobs along the ground. Green Bay gave up over 200 yards to Detroit, 3 touchdowns, almost 5 per run allowed, won a 40-yard wide receiver sweep.
Hands it off to Jahmyr Gibbs, reverses it over to Reynolds, around the right end 50, outside the numbers 40, 35, 30, being chased down the sideline. Rudy Ford, touchdown saving tackle, 40-yard run.
That sweep did skew things. They held David Montgomery under 4 a carry. Jacobs should expect to see plenty of linebacker Quay Walker, 19 tackles week 4. Have yourself a game.
Off quick throw into the flat right side, Gibbs, and he's gobbled up by Quay Walker, and that's a loss of 5.
Jacobs scored last week at least.
High snap, gets it down, gives it to Jacobs up the middle. Touchdown Raiders! Josh Jacobs' first touchdown of the season on 4th and goal from the 1.
But it was another game under 4 yards per carry. What does this all equal? Finish the preview off with your prediction for the game. We have 10 of those as well, but don't forget, you can stream live games on mobile, NFL RedZone, NFL Network, and more on NFL Plus.